What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tapping in. This is TFE TV. My name is Captain Chad, and today we're going to show you something a little bit different. I get pet dogs for training, and some of the pain points for people is the way that the dogs behave in the house when people walk through the door. And so today I have my associate, my right-hand man, Jose, helping me out. I have two dogs that have the tendency of absolutely losing their shit when somebody enters the house. And we're going to take you through, we're going to show you the good, the bad, the ugly. The first rep is just going to be Jose walking to the door frame. I'm going to have the dogs here, and I'm going to let the dogs do what it is that they do to kind of show you a little bit about, what exactly is happening, and then go through, some of the stuff that we can try to do to help combat this type of thing. So yeah, if you haven't yet, leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel for future videos like this, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads in the event that you do find value in this content that I'm working really hard to produce for you guys. The channel's got almost 18,000, which is incredible. I never really imagined I would build a platform on YouTube, but here we are. Thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, here they are. Couple knuckleheads, kind of getting the wits about themselves. They don't exactly know how this is going to play out because they are in a completely new environment and not the environment of which they normally reside in. But I'm just going to sit here, and Jose is going to come in here momentarily. And I'm going to kind of just give them the opportunity to do and behave in the way that they want to behave. I'm not going to do anything to help them out. And of course, after the fact, we're going to try to, incorporate what we believe to be the thing that could help, the dog calm down a little bit quicker. This is a super common problem people have, and I think expectation versus reality. Hey man, you might have to manage this thing for a little bit before we can get to a point where the dogs can just behave a little more appropriately. Super reactive dogs, causes for management, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to manage it. Jose is going to come in here shortly and kind of just go from there. Come here. He's already got his antennas up. I think I would already look to try to break him from this high level stimuli. Just redirect him, give him something else to do. That's some of the things that we're going to be doing. Come in. So the door's open. They're both already super fucking overly stimulated and definitely fucking curious. But the thing is I think they recognize you. I think this lack of losing their shit is, and that might be a point to consider, the familiarity, right? They've become familiar with seeing you. That, and I'm the one handling them and not mom. And I guess in mom's hands, these dogs tend to behave a little bit differently. Now that's a conversation that I need to have with them for a little bit of a different time. Take another step inside. Okay, beautiful. Place, good. Come on, steady, sit, good. Very good. This guy knows what that sound is. What about you? You want this? Good. Steady. Good. Good. Walk out and come back in. Hoser, please. Good. 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 Down. Good. Down. Good. Good. So they walk in. Shit, dude, they're paying attention to me. While the individual that just walked in the door, down. No, down. Good. Good down. Good girl. Good. Down. Dot, down. Got to reinforce it. Good. Nope. Down. Good. Click and pay that. Good. Good girl. down. Little reminder as I stand up, because typically when you stand up, dogs that have trouble holding the position think that just because you stand up, that's some sort of invite for them to stand up. That's not the case. So you can almost anticipate that happening, right? You can anticipate him breaking the command and just immediately being there to reinforce. And the other thing is, if the dogs are having a hard time holding their down position, you want to kind of come in lower like this with the food and not so much from the very top. See how that almost encouraged him to get up, but he held his position, so we're going to give him a click and pay. That's good stuff. Next challenge is creating a little bit of distance and then coming back and paying, because that's also a challenge for them. Once you start creating distance from them, that's another thing that they think is an invite. Now, the only invite is when I give them the next command, right? So, down. Nope. Down. Slight leash pressure. Once he goes down, you can click and pay. It's good stuff. They hear the cat over there. Good. 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 I could already see we're not going to get the same exact response out of them, so it's likely I'm going to have to go to my client's house maybe. They're far away, so we'll see how that works out to see if the behavior is different inside the house, because if it's a different look and it's so many things are different, sometimes context, it's like, all right, well, they're doing it here well. I mean, this is fucking magnificent with, somebody walking in the door compared to what I'm sure the owners are going to be like, oh my God, I wish it could be like this. Well, I think it can be like this. Free. Good. So that's the invite, from the position. What's next? It's the what's next rule. So slightly anticlimactic for this video, because we were expecting them to lose their shit. They didn't, which is actually a good thing. It's good practice, right? We're trying to break them the habit. So if they come here and they practice good habits, we're hoping that translates, and there's only time will tell. We're hoping that this type of practice, not reacting to people walking in the house, will take its course and they will learn to do less drugs, because that's all it is to them. It's a drug. It's a bad habit for them to just lose their mind every single time somebody comes in the house. But listen, I would just like to add to that, all right? It's a normal dog behavior to be alerted when somebody walks in the house, all right? And I actually don't fault them for that. That's an unconditioned response. Somebody's coming in their space. Rah, 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 rah. Expect that to happen. That's not abnormal. And there's really actually nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, what if it was a bad guy? Wouldn't you want the dog to fucking be like, yo, who the fuck are you, right? But if it's like your homie Brian coming over for some lunch, listen, again, I still wouldn't fault them for barking at him. However, I would expect them to stop and to mind their manners once I ask them to. That's all I'm expecting. I'm not expecting any more than that. I'm truly not expecting my dogs, because I have dogs. Rosie, she's under the blanket right there. Spartan, any other of my personal dogs would lose their mind if somebody walked in my office. Who the fuck are you? And then when it's my homie, I'll be like, hey, stop. And then they stop. And that would be ideal for me. So those expectation versus reality is such a critical component when it comes to this type of stuff, because it takes the guesswork out of it, right? Somebody like me with a shit ton of experience says something like this to somebody that's going through these struggles. It gives them solace and peace and understanding, and it separates expectation from reality, okay? And that is value all in itself. Don't expect them not to lose their mind. They're probably going to do that, even though in this video they didn't at all. And of course, there's different elements to it, like they become familiar with Jose, and that's a point in itself. Allow the opportunity for your dogs to become familiar with people. Don't let them add gasoline to the fire. Communicate with your people. Hey, my dogs have a pretty bad habit of being super excessive when somebody comes over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you just ignore them. Don't look at them, talk to them, touch them or anything. Just go sit on the couch. I'm going to have my dogs on leash. I'm going to have an elevated bed right next to where we're going to be chilling. And as soon as I get my dogs in order and they're calm, we could then go to conversing and do what it is that we're doing. But we certainly are going to have a way to control these animals. especially at the beginning, by having a leash on them. Okay, because when dogs see red and they're losing their mind and they're not really all that well trained, okay, at the beginning stages of the process, I have to have a way to communicate to them, and there's no better communicative tool and a way to control a dog than to have a leash on them. So that's exactly what you're going to be doing, because I'm going to be sending this video to my clients in which, hey, you guys understand this is valuable information that I'm giving you guys, because I'm also giving it to paying clients. So if you appreciate that, leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel. Back to the video. And I think if there was one thing that my clients would be absolutely stoked with these two particular dogs, it's that, because it's just not very enjoyable. It's pretty embarrassing when the dogs are losing their mind when somebody new walks in the door. So we'll see how this goes. I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Leave a thumbs up to the video, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. Thank you for watching. I don't have much more to add to this particular session, but it's what we were doing at the time. And of course, it's my goal to show you guys the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between, so that you guys can get more of a realistic idea about how this pet dog training stuff goes, because most people are just showing you the fancy fucking final product and not really taking you through. They're showing you all the fancy shit they can do with their own dogs, and they're not showing you, you know, with dogs that are green and dogs that are actually suffering. They're just showing you like the end result. And I don't really personally find a whole lot of value in that. And here at TFE TV, we love to provide value for you guys. So if you appreciate that, I appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Captain. That's Jose. This is Sadie. That's Brutus. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.